Yo, can we be real? Silence got a bad rap. Like growing up, when your mom would hit you with that, "I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed in you" silence, felt like a straight up death sentence. Or when a text bubble would appear and then vanish when you're texting somebody. Like, what is this, psychological warfare? But here's the thing though, silence ain't just awkward pauses and ignored DMs. It's a cheat code for leveling up in life. You ever notice why the most powerful people in the world don't talk much? They move in silence, like lasagna, as the wise philosopher Lil Wayne once said. Today we're talking about the power of solitude, why it enhances your personal growth, and why embracing it will turn you into an absolute force in this life. Now, I gotta be honest with y'all, I used to hate being alone. If silence was a class, I was flunking. I used to have to distract myself with noise, like leaving the TV blasting, with the music on max. I'd even scroll through nonsense just to avoid sitting with my own thoughts. Because let's keep it a bean. When you're alone, you gotta deal with you. And sometimes you don't even like you. But once I stopped fighting it and actually leaned into the silence, I realized solitude is where the magic happens. It's where you figure out who you are, what you want, and what kind of life you're trying to build. So let's break this down. Why is silence so powerful? And how can you use it to unlock your full potential? Now, the main thing I want to cover are the benefits of solitude. Starting with self-awareness, learning you for real. Most people don't know themselves because they never shut up long enough to listen. When you embrace solitude, you start realizing your own patterns, triggers, and even your strengths. I remember when I sat in silence and finally reflected, I was like, damn, I was doing a lot for people who wouldn't do the same for me. I was doing too much. That's when I started setting boundaries like TSA security. No more free flights. Secondly, I want to touch on creativity, where the genius resides. Think about it. Every great idea was born in silence. You ever seen Einstein at the club? Exactly. When your mind isn't constantly distracted, you give it time to wander, create, and innovate. That's why your best ideas are in the shower. If you're trying to build something, whether it's a new business, a new skill, or a new version of you, you gotta sit in the quiet and let the ideas flow. Lastly, we'll touch upon mental clarity, the real reset button. Life moves so fast, and if you don't slow down, you'll crash. When you take time to be alone, you declutter your mind. You start recognizing what actually matters versus what's just noise. Meditation, journaling, or even sitting in a quiet room for 10 minutes. All of this will have you thinking clear as day. Now let's talk about how to incorporate silence into your daily life. Firstly, I suggest you start small. You don't gotta go full monk mode. Just start out taking 30 minutes a day to be alone with no distractions. This can even look like you going for a walk. Just don't take your headphones. Let your brain process life without a soundtrack. It's weird at first, but trust me, your life will start connecting dots you didn't even know existed. Next thing I would suggest is journaling. This is no autocorrect, no filter, just you versus you. Put your thoughts on paper. It ain't corny, it works. Give your brain some space. The point in these suggestions is to cut out the unnecessary noise. Stop consuming drama and negativity. You can't grow if your mind is cluttered with nonsense. Listen, silence ain't loneliness. It's actually very empowering. The more you embrace it and the more you grow. And let's be real, in a world where everyone is talking, the one who knows how to be silent is the one who really has control. That's some game for you. So if you're ready to tap into that power, start today. Find moments of silence, get to know yourself, and watch how your mindset, your creativity, and your whole life shifts. If this video gave you any gems, like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below telling me how you plan to incorporate silence into your life. I'm being so for real. Make sure you're subscribed because more game is on the way. Till next time, stay solid and remember, real power moves in silence. All right, later.